Good morning, YouTube. The name of this video, I'm sorry, God just did a checkmate. Okay, this video is called What's Satan Doing Now, right? I told y'all about the 79 devils, right? And I told y'all about the lump of shit, right? So watch how Satan maneuver. 79 devils fighting me, God, angels, and Jesus. Blind, deceitful Satan about to get a checkmate. He about to fuck up everybody that fucked with me. Watch this shit. Y'all gonna love this story. God pulled the checkmate, right? Satan been making all these moves, probably dumb and blind on his way to hell, right? Got all these demons working for him. Most of them in freedom. See, y'all have the dumbest work for him, especially the lion spirit. That's like the strong man in her, right? That's the biggest demon. The leader, the strong man, his name is lion spirit. And there are a bunch of things under like extortion, religious devils, a whole bunch of things under this lion spirit, right? So watch part 2 of this story. So I told y'all about the big lump of shit, right? And I told y'all when I moved in on February 5th, she charged me all this rent money, right? Told me the rent was $790, it was $195. She got about $500 or $600 out of me for about 4 or 5 months, lying, telling me she couldn't pay the rent till she got my money. $790, right? She just building on her lies, keeping her lie story going. So watch this shit. So I move out on Tuesday, right? We're switching companies because the last company, I ain't gonna say their name. I went to go get my check and it was like $100 and something, about $157, $87 short. It was about $125. So God told me to check before I left and I found out what was going on. I went back and they said some bullshit, but they told me to come back tomorrow and I started calling them and I called them about 4 or 5 days. They told me the check wasn't ready. Then they told me the check was ready about 4 or 5 days later. And I had a ride one day. I went to the office and I sat there for an hour watching a lady look through the paperwork. She found the paperwork, went to the supervisor. The supervisor didn't approve it. I sat there for like an hour and 20 minutes for no reason, left there without a check. So they're going to be punished. So when they gave me the check, I had to Uber it. So they're going to be punished. Let me know. I'll let you know what the punishment is. I'm doing these videos to vent. And I'm doing these videos to expose wickedness because God doesn't tolerate wickedness. He hates wickedness. He hates evil. He's going to destroy it. The Bible says all liars will be destroyed. So watch the current lies. So we switch companies and a lady comes in and interviews her. And she has no complaints, right? One time she complained to the company that I wouldn't put my arm up her boob, up to her butthole, because every time I put my hand in between her butthole, it swallows my arm. And I can barely move my hand because all the ass is swallowing my arm. So she used to send me up there and she called the company and told them I wouldn't go up her ass and they told me to do it. And I told them she wouldn't buy wipes and they told me to buy them. So that's what the company did. They should be shamed. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to get hit with a slander lawsuit. But there are 2 companies involved. So when they did that to my check, we switched companies. It's a better company, more authentic company. They gave me an offer letter. They were professional. So I was hopeful, right? I'm going through all this stuff, looking for a place in the meantime because I kept wanting to escape when there was violence. So I said, okay, you need to diligently work on looking for a place. So I'm looking for a place. We changed companies. What happens is the next week I start my new company and I leave free to service. I no longer work for her on Tuesday. Saturday, she threw a cup of juice at me on my way out. She poured bleach on about 15 to 17 of my linens and my clothing and my coats. And so she destroyed a lot of property and she assaulted me on Saturday. So now the new company doesn't work with her because of her violence and they feel like somebody would be unsafe in her presence, so they won't work with her. So now when I went to pick up my check, it wasn't there. They told me it was there. Yesterday, I went to go pick it up, wasn't there. Wednesday wasn't there, right? So they wasted time and gas. They wasting all this time and gas on me, and they not giving me my check, and they telling me to do a million things. They also knew I was living with her. They also told me not to tell nobody that Medicaid doesn't allow you to work and get paid. So I'm going to count both of those checks are lost for the sake of truth and justice. Both companies want me to refrain from the fact that they want me to refrain from the fact that I was living with her. When I moved in as a roommate, started a caregiver, job without being paid, and eventually was paid for it. So that's how I got into it. I was walking to hell. I know a little bit about it because the police in Riley came to me and they asked me to vow to stay there till April 24 to keep her from calling the ambulance 15 times a week and telling them she's hearing voices and the neighbors gunshots and stuff like that she's hearing after she smokes the crack. So she calls the ambulance about 15 times a week. She's only called one time since I've been there 10 months. She's only called one time. So I had the police and the 911 people to testify that she has not been harassing with phone calls, that every need has been met while I was living with her. So now what the devil doing? Watch this checkmate shit. Watch say he's so stupid. He's stupid. And then one of the companies want to give me my check, right? Because she called Medicaid and told them I wasn't working, right? I got her signature where I signed out every day she signed. I got the hours that I worked were beyond the 2.5 hours. I was punching out like 10 hours, 7 hours later because she kept me so busy. She wouldn't let me log on or log off. She had me busy with the shit or the shopping to get her big burgers and stuff, or the groceries or the cooking her food and my food. So I was spoiling her with smoothies when I left. May she never have another one. May she be so thirsty in hell that she remembered them smoothies and what she had when she's being hit with coals and burning flesh. And fire doesn't go out. Damn, it must stay down there. Oh, that burning flesh. See, barbecue smell good, but burning flesh, I don't think that's going to smell good where she going. She stinks anyway, so she'll fit in nicely. Okay, back to the story. So she called Medicaid and told them I'm not doing my job. I'm about to checkmate both their asses. They don't want to pay me. Fuck you. I'm going to shut you down. They do an investigation, right? I'm doing all these videos. Everybody want me to lie so their company don't get shut down. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I shovel shit and you don't want to pay me? I'm shutting you down. I can't wait till Medicaid call me and tell them I'm going to do a letter for them and get witnesses and give all this evidence. I'm about to get case numbers for the assault and the destruction of the clothing. I'm getting case numbers right now. The boss want me to type a letter with some choice words. She's talking about, just don't tell me you was living because that's fraud. Well, I'm sorry, bitch. You didn't pay me. So get your fraud charge, close your business, and forget ever fucking with an angel. I got buddies, y'all. I got people I don't see in the background, angels working in the background, fucking up people that fuck with me. So I got all kinds of warfare prayer scriptures about people dying. God say this, say this. Angel come do it, say this. I have ability to kill people with my mouth. Be careful. So watch this. So now Medicaid is investigating. So they're going to call me. I'm going to tell all the business. Just like I'm telling y'all, I'm going to refer them to the videos so they can hear all what I've been through for 10 months. So neither one of them want to pay me, right? So I'm going to tell Medicaid everything. I'm going to confess all my sins and all my fault. My only sin was smoking weed in the house, but she was smoking weed with me. And she was smoking crack, and she was selling food stamps and looking at shit on her tongue, listening to devils, worshiping God while she smokes crack. She's listening to them cast out devils. She's got like 79. Ineffective when you're on crack. Your devil don't get cast out when you're hitting the stem, you know what I'm saying? You got to put the stem down if you want to get delivered from crack. She hasn't figured out you can get delivered from crack while smoking crack. No, girl, you got to put the stem down. You got to put the stem down the color of Jesus. That's the only thing going to work. Drug programs don't work. They make you cling to them. You got to go to drug PM 24 hours a day. You got to be hitting meetings. No, pray to Jesus. He'll save you. Go shopping. Go to church. Go somewhere. You got to go to meeting 24 hours a day. So I'm losing money. See, my left hand engine, I'm losing money. My son going to hold me down until I get paid. I get paid next Friday, so he'll hold me down till then. Ain't nobody going to give me no paycheck. Don't have me shoveling shit. So I should say their name, but I'm not going to say their name. But the checkmate is this. Y'all tried to not pay me, and God's going to shut you down. It's not going to be me. It's going to be God and the angels. And both businesses will be closed by me testifying to the truth. So I'm testifying to the truth on YouTube to the world. So the Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So I've been bushwhacked, and bamboozled, and they're going to pay the price for misusing the servant of God. So I look forward to hearing more stories about how they get shut down. Last company I shut down, I called them a week before, about 3 o'clock in the morning, told them they was going to lose their job and be on unemployment and praying about their car payments. Didn't know I was going to make their car payments. God shut them down like the next day. I called my psychiatrist. They was like, we're packing up. We're closed. We got to be out of here in 30 minutes. And their name was Monarch. And they got shut down for fucking with an angel. Checkmate! 2 businesses shut down. 1 fat woman on it. And nothing against fat people. 400 pounds, naked, smoking crack, and shitting. That was the dilemma, not the weight. I loved it, people. And I love you. Thanks for listening. Bye.